Hello guys, you are warmly welcome again to Virtual Science Education Center, our YouTube channel proudly present Biology Knowledge Hub program series. Today we are going to discuss about functional component in prokaryotic cells under Cellular Foundation of Life. Main topic: previous episode we discussed about structural component in prokaryotic cells under. Now I mention main topic in our episode series. Aren't you still subscribe our YouTube channel? Then subscribe and press bell icon soon. And we also have Virtual Science Education Center Facebook page. Then you can follow this page and press like icon to improve our Facebook page. Okay guys, let's start discuss today episode. Okay guys, let's start discuss today episode. Now you can see today we hope to discuss playlist. Okay guys, now you can see today we going to discuss our episode series main name. It is known as Biology Knowledge Hub. Next you can see episode number. Today we are going to discuss, and our main topic, it is known as Cellular Foundation of Life. And next you can see our today we are going to discuss about subtopic under main topic. That subtopic is functional components in prokaryotic cells. Before discuss today's episode, now we see today episode learning outcomes. There are 4 learning outcomes in today's episode. First is introduction, next is genetic and internal machinery, next external appendages or movement. That external appendages are attached to movement and attachment. And finally, key takeaways. Before I mention outcomes are used to divide. Today we discuss episode video. Okay, let's go ahead. First of all, we introduce. First of all, I going to describe about introduction of today lesson. To understand prokaryotic cells like bacteria and archaea, there is one important distinction to make right at the start, because prokaryotic cells do not contain organs or membrane-bound organelles, unlike eukaryotic cells. Example found in plants, animals, and fungi, which have compartmentalized structures like a nucleus or mitochondria. Prokaryotes are much simpler. They keep all their machinery together in a single open space. Instead of organelles, they rely on specific functional components to carry out life processes. The diagram below highlights these major structures inside and outside a typical prokaryotic cell. When to discuss these functional components in prokaryotic cells, these functional components we divide into 2 parts. These are mainly, one is genetic and internal machinery, another one is external appendages. Before as I mentioned. Okay, let's talk about first part. It is genetic and internal machinery. Under this part, there are several functional components or organella. First component or organella is nucleoid. This is the central irregularly shaped region where the cell's primary genetic material resides. Okay guys, now you can see a picture I mentioned. There are a nucleoid in center of picture contain bacteria central position. It is not a true nucleus because it lacks a protective membrane. It contains a single circular chromosomal DNA molecule that holds all the essential instructions for the cell's survival. Okay, let's talk about another organella. It is known as plasmids. These are small separate rings of non-chromosomal DNA floating outside the nucleoid. Plasmids carry useful accessory genes that are not essential for everyday survival but provide major evolutionary advantages such as antibiotic resistance. They can be easily shared between bacteria. Okay, let's see another organ or functional component. It is known as ribosomes. Its size is 70s. The ribosomes are the protein factories of the cell. Prokaryotic ribosomes are similar. No, sorry. Prokaryotic ribosomes are smaller and lighter than eukaryotic ones because prokaryotic ribosomes size is 70s and eukaryotic one size is 80s. That factor is prove this point. The function of ribosomes is they read genetic codes and assemble amino acids into functional protein. When to see screen, one ribosome composed in two subunits. Let's see second picture. It contains ribosome composed in two parts. These parts are main subunit and large subunit and small subunit. Large subunit size is 50s and small subunit size is 30s. In screen first picture mention how to ribosomes present in prokaryotic cells. Okay, next. Okay, let's see another component. It is known as cytoplasm. Cytoplasm is the gel-like fluid filling the inside of the cell. It is mostly water-packed with dissolved enzymes, salts, and organic molecules where the cell's metabolic chemical reactions take place. Okay, let's see another functional components or organ, it is known as inclusions or known as inclusion bodies. Inclusion bodies are storage vessels floating in the cytoplasm. Since bacteria can't always predict their next meal, they use inclusions to store, reserve nutrients like glycogen, lipids, or phosphates for later use. Okay, guys, let's talk about under functional components in prokaryotic cell. Previous I tell functional components of prokaryotic cell. We can divide into two main groups. Previous slides I discuss about genetic and internal machinery organelles. Now I'm going to talk about another functional component in prokaryotic cell. It is external appendages or movement and attachment help organelles in prokaryotic cells. When to talk about external appendages, there are several organella under include these organella type contained in prokaryotic cells. First, we talk about organella type include this group. It is known as flagellum or flagella. No, I had to mistake. External appendages or movement and attachment. Prokaryotes often sport hair-like external appendages, meaning is prokaryotes often sport hair-like structures producing from the surface to interact with their environment. When to consider external appendages, there are several types of appendages. Okay, let's talk about these. I mentioned appendages types. First, we talk about appendage type is flagellum or commonly known as flagella. Flagella are long, whip-like tails that act like outboard motors. They rotate rapidly to drive the cell forward, allowing it to move toward nutrients or away from toxins. That process is known as a process called chemotaxis. Okay, let's talk about another appendage type. It is known as phylus or commonly known as pili. Pili are hair-like extensions longer than fimbria. Specialized sex pili act like physical bridge between two cells, allowing them to transfer plasmids directly to one another. Okay, let's talk about another appendages type. It is Frimbiae. Frimbiae, when to discuss about Frimbiae, these are short, numerous, bristle-like fibers blanketing the outer surface. Their main job is adhesion, helping the cell stick to surfaces, tissues, or other cells to form colonies like pellicule on teeth. Okay, guys, now we come to terminal in today our lesson. Now we going to discuss about key takeaway or today lesson summary. Prokaryotic cells maximize efficiency through simplicity by keeping their DNA or nucleoid protein builders or ribosomes and chemical reaction or cytoplasm in one open compartment. They can replicate and adapt incredibly fast compared to complex organs. Okay, guys, let's finish today our episode. Thanks for watching to today our program and also after today episode, don't forget like, comment and share today video. Okay, I going to stop today episode to hope to bring you new episode under this episode series as soon as possible. Goodbye and have a nice day.